The modern kitchen tour unfolds as a study in restrained elegance, where form follows function and every detail is chosen to harmonize with a contemporary lifestyle that thrives on speed, efficiency, and sensory calm. As you step into such a kitchen, the first impression is often of a space that feels both pristine and lived in, a place where cooking activities meet daily routines without chaos. Sleek design is not only about the look. It is about a resolved set of choices that minimize clutter, maximize efficiency, and create a sense of quiet confidence. The architecture of a modern kitchen tends to emphasize clean lines and open sightlines. Upper cabinets recede into the background, or are replaced with frameless panels and handle-less fronts that contribute to a streamlined, almost editorial feel. The eye is drawn to the uninterrupted expanse of work surfaces, quartz, Corian, or high-variation granite, whose subtle veining and matte or honed finishes play with light rather than absorbing it. In many kitchens, color is intentionally restrained. Whites, beiges, and cool neutrals that make the room feel larger and more breathable, with accents drawn from a carefully curated palette of natural woods or a single bold note to anchor the composition. The goal is a timeless, adaptable canvas rather than a trend-driven palette that ages quickly. The hardware in a sleek kitchen is deliberately minimal. Soft-close drawers and concealed hinges are common, as are integrated appliances that disappear into cabinetry. The absence of protruding outlines, no visible seams, no awkward gaps, requires precise measurements and expert installation, but the payoff is a calm, uninterrupted surface that makes maintenance easier and the space feel more generous. When appliances are visible, they maintain the same quiet language as the cabinetry. Flat fronts, uniform gaps, and textures that echo the worktops. The result is a kitchen that communicates restraint and polish, a space that feels as if it has been designed with a patient hand rather than pieced together under pressure. Lighting in a modern kitchen is both practical and sculptural. A well-planned plan layers multiple light sources to achieve task, ambient, and accent illumination without glare or harsh shadows. Under-cabinet LEDs illuminate the work zones with a clean, even wash that makes prep safer and more enjoyable. Recessed ceiling fixtures provide general illumination that's bright enough for precise work, yet softened by dimmers so the space can mellow into evening modes. Pendant lights over an island or dining area often act as architectural punctuation, statements that can be bold or understated, depending on the overall temperament of the room. The lighting strategy is not just about visibility, it's about mood. A kitchen becomes a place that can feel energizing during morning routines and still feel welcoming for informal gatherings in the evening. Smart tech is an undeniable current in modern kitchens, turning routine tasks into subtle, almost seamless experiences. A central control hub, whether a dedicated touchscreen panel, a smart home assistant, or a mobile app, lets the cook adjust temperatures, monitor timers, and manage lighting without interrupting the workflow. Smart ovens, induction cooktops, and refrigeration systems often connect to the same ecosystem, enabling preheating on the way home, remote temperature checks, and proactive maintenance alerts that anticipate problems before they arise. The design philosophy behind these technologies is not to overwhelm with more gadgets, but to integrate convenience in a way that amplifies the joy of cooking rather than complicating it. For example, a smart fridge might feature internal cameras so you can see what's inside while at the grocery store, but the exterior appearance remains unbroken and clean, preserving the minimalist aesthetic. Storage is central to the efficiency and calm of a modern kitchen. Clever storage solutions transform a room with plentiful surface area into a space where every utensil and ingredient has a home. Deep drawers designed to accommodate pots and pans with organizers to separate lids from basins reduce the back-and-forth rummaging that drains time and energy. Pull-out pantry systems, tall, narrow, and perfectly aligned, maximize vertical space and make it possible to store a surprising quantity of dry goods in an orderly, visible arrangement. Utensil drawers with dividers keep tools at the ready but out of sight, and a well-placed tray or cutting board pull-out keeps essential prep items within reach without crowding the countertop. In some kitchens, a micro-storage zone near the main work area is set aside for frequently used items: olive oil, salt, pepper, a few spices, a small knife block, so the chef's hands never have to stray far from where they need to be. The role of counter space in a modern kitchen is nuanced. It must be generous enough to support both everyday tasks and occasional meal prep marathons, but orderly enough to avoid visual clutter. End caps and corners are often equipped with hidden storage solutions or decorative but functional elements, such as magnetic strips for knives or slim racks for spice jars, tucked away in a way that remains accessible yet discreet. Some designers opt for a performer's island, a central, highly functional station that houses the most used appliances, or a dedicated prep zone with a sink and a waste disposal system, while the rest of the counters stay clear, reinforcing the room's sense of openness. This approach is not about maximizing surface area for its own sake, but about cultivating zones that flow logically from the cook's movements to the serving and cleanup phases of a meal. Materials carry meaning in a modern kitchen, shaping both the tactile experience and the visual narrative. Solid surface counters, engineered stones, and glassy surfaces offer practicality, resistance to stains, easy cleaning, and a cool touch that remains comfortable for long hours of prep. The choice of material can also contribute to acoustic comfort in the room. Some surfaces absorb sound, reducing the ping of dishes and the clang of metal on stone, while others reflect light to amplify the kitchen's brightness. Natural woods appear as accents: thin shelves, a floating sideboard, a butcher block island top, introducing warmth and texture without overpowering the clean, clinical lines of the space. The cabinet interiors are often equally considered, with removable organizers, labeled bins, and soft closing mechanisms that create a sense of order even when the kitchen is in full swing. People who inhabit modern kitchens often prize a sense of connection to the outdoors or to the rest of the home. Large, airy windows or a door that opens to a deck or garden blurs the line between inside and outside, inviting fresh air and natural light into the cooking space. The color and texture palette is chosen to echo outdoor tones, stone, wood, and plant-based greens, so the room feels grounded rather than sterile. When artist's touches are included, they tend to be subtle and thoughtful. A ceramic vase, a single sculptural piece that catches the eye, or a carefully framed photograph. The idea is to create an atmosphere that nourishes the senses as much as it serves the appetite. A kitchen that feels like a part of a holistic home, not an isolated workspace. Efficient workflow is the invisible backbone of a modern kitchen. The layout often follows the work triangle concept: stove, sink, and refrigerator positioned to minimize unnecessary movement, while still embracing an open, social feel that accommodates conversations with family and guests as meals are prepared. Island seating can transform a kitchen into a social hub, but the seating height, legroom, and placement of leg supports are calibrated for comfort, because a kitchen's social function is as important as its culinary function. A well-considered kitchen invites people to linger, to watch the process, to learn by observation, and to contribute in small ways that make cooking a shared experience rather than a solitary task. Maintenance, too, is a visible part of the modern kitchen story. Surfaces are chosen for their ease of cleaning and resilience, with sealed cuts and non-porous materials that resist staining and absorption. A design ethos that prioritizes fewer, better-made items pays dividends in the long run, reducing the need for frequent replacements and the accumulation of disposables. In practical terms, that means choosing appliances with simple, intuitive interfaces and robust construction, fixtures with water-efficient technology, and lighting that can be dialed down to extend the life of bulbs while preserving color balance. A kitchen that is easy to maintain encourages its owners to keep the space tidy, which in turn sustains the sense of calm that makes cooking and socializing in that room so appealing. Sustainability threads through every choice, from